Good morning, guys. Oh, my camera's... Wait, why is it black? Turn on my camera. Hang on. Why is that happening? Hi, good morning. Uh-oh, can you guys hear me? Yes, it's working. Uh-oh. Now my camera is really broken. This one, but why is it cropped there? It's not cropped. Why is it also blurry? We messed with my camera the other day, so now it's all weird. It's also not focusing on me at all. It's not auto-focusing at all. Jana changed some settings because we were taking photos and I think she messed something up. Is it here? There's no filters here. Well, we might just have to deal with a black bar on the screen because I don't know why that's happening. What the heck? Why is that happening? Okay, well I fixed it, but that wasn't the right fix, but it's fixed now. Hi, sorry, I'm here. That was dumb. Audio's fine, good to hear. This track's a little epic for this morning though. I wish we could listen to some chill hop, but every time I try to do that we get copyright flagged. You think that people would just be like, yeah, you can listen to my music, just, you know, you have to have the what song it is or something on screen, I don't know. Anyway, who's here? Dee Dee's here, Boss is here, Bambus Jam is here, Bamboozum Jam, maybe? Bam is here, Mateus is here. Audio's fine, good morning. The BG is more focused than you. Is that still the case now that it's smaller? I don't know how to fix that, to be honest with you. Does it still look bad? I think Jana's awake, but not here. One sec, I'll go get her. She's asleep and I don't want to bother her, so. Guess you'll have to deal with me being a little blurry today. It's fine with smaller, but the focus is not 100%. Yeah, I'll look into it today. I have no idea how to use this camera. This, like, we only bought it because Jana already knew a lot about this camera because she has like a couple versions back, like an older model. And we bought it years ago. We've had this camera forever. And so she was like, yeah, I'll handle all that stuff for you. And I just never learned anything about it. So she's always just handled it. So if she's not here when I start streaming and something's wrong, then I usually just don't have a camera. But there's a bit of a problem with it because The other day, when I did that video, the talking head video where I like went back and forth between two cameras, or multicam, I used my phone as a second camera, and my phone looked better than the main camera. And then I was like, great, so why is this camera not looking good, even though this is like a $1,500 camera, and my other camera, my phone is like, you know, just a Google Pixel is like $500. I bought a new flavor of LaCroix. Yeah, no, that straight up tastes like sunshine. It's called Sunshine. And I went through hell to get this. Oh my god, it's definitely blurry. Sorry. They yeah, it was a pain. It was a whole thing. It wouldn't ring up at the register and everything, and we had to like fight with the manager over it, and they're like, we can't sell it if it doesn't ring up. And I was like, my wife's like, yeah, I used to work for Walmart. I'm pretty sure you can sell it. Just push that button on the keyboard. Anyway, whoa, what game is this? It looks so cool. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I started playing Minecraft yesterday. We randomly came across this a trailer on YouTube for a mod pack that had just launched, and at first I thought it was a different game, and I was like, this looks really cool, what is this? And then I was like, wait, this is just Minecraft, because you know we get like Minecraft clones all the time that look really good, but or not, maybe not look really good, but they look like they're bringing something new to the table, and it just ends up being Minecraft. And this was just Minecraft, but the mod pack was looked really good, and I was like, maybe we'll try this out. So we did, and it took us like no time at all to set up a server and everything, which was surprising. I was expecting it to take longer, because last time I tried making a mod pack, we did make our own, so there was like a lot of like making sure mods fit together and everything, but it was a huge nightmare to get everything set up and like building the server and everything so we could actually play on it. And this time it was like almost click and play, or what am I trying to say? Almost plug and play. It was so easy. But we played all last night, and it was actually very fun. And I haven't played a Minecraft in many years, and I kind of forgot how to play for a little while. But it all came rushing back to me, and we had a lot of fun. And there's like just a lot of mods in it that I was like, man, this would be cool in Swords of Magic, and I got me inspired to start working on it. I'm trying really hard not to like add anything new, but there is a summer sale coming up in a couple months, and I was like, we should really get an update out for that. So I've decided I kind of want to like shift gears and work on Swords of Magic for a little bit. So I'm working on it today. What mod pack? It is called Homestead. Let me link the trailer because it's actually really cool. I'm happy to support it. I was actually really tempted to stream it today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pulling up the trailer, hang on. So there's two trailers. So the trailer launched 13 days ago. Should we just watch it? I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to watch it again. I'm gonna get sucked into it. I'm just gonna copy and paste it into chat. Boom. There you go. You guys can see that. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's the nice thing about it is like usually mod packs have just like a whole bunch of different mods in them, right? Like this one obviously has like 395 mods, just so you know. Some are many of them are like much smaller, right? They're like little tiny things that like there's a mod in there that just shows like when you open your inventory or a chest or whatever, other people can like see like a little faint like display in front of you, so they can see what you're seeing, which is really cool. So you can like show someone your inventory, which is neat. And also, if you like want to keep your inventory secret, you have to be careful where you open it, you know, which is kind of cool. It's like someone can like look in your bag or something. I don't know. It's I think that's cool, but it's like a lot of little things like that. But the bigger mods that are like, you know, the really deep ones, like there's one called Create I've never heard of before. Apparently it's new, and it's funny because I read all this controversial stuff about how it's like really complicated and people like don't like it because it's too complicated or whatever. And I'm like looking through it and I'm like, this is just like Buildcraft, but like a new Buildcraft, and it doesn't seem any more complicated than that. So we'll see if it is, but I think that people have just like gotten used to like the simplicity or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. Create is pretty cool. I don't play myself. Yeah, I haven't really dove into it yet because I haven't done enough mining yet to get all the stuff to start it, but I want to start it. Anyway, but they have the coolest thing about the mod pack is that they have this like like a quest system thing. So like you can open up your like quest log And on the left side, you can like drop down and see like the huge list of all the different, like basically like the big mod packs or the big mods. And you can click on one and it opens up like a whole quest tree. It looks like a skill tree almost, but it's a quest system. And like each quest gives you, can we stop with the epic music? I need to take this off of here. This is way too epic. It's all the Baldur's Gate music. It's gonna take me forever to remove it all from the list though. There's like 20, 30 tracks on here. How about let's just listen to Tunic by itself. That's what I want to listen to today. Anyway, but yeah, the quest system is really cool. It kind of like ties them all together and gives like each like quest or each mod has like its own like quest line thing, and then you just like start at the beginning and it's like the most simple of whatever it is, and then gives you a quest to like do the next thing and do the next thing, and there's rewards and experience and things like that for each one. As far as I know, the experience is still only used for enchanting, I hope, because I haven't really cared that much about it. But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty fun. Is your music play? Yes, it's playing Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, it was a little too epic this morning. Okay, so one of the mods in the pack changes like the moon cycles, and so sometimes there's like a peaceful moon, and sometimes there's like a harvest moon, which makes your crops grow faster, and then there's another one for like a blood moon, which makes like a lot of like enemies spawn and stuff. It's pretty cool, and everyone's like always rooting as soon as it's nightfall. They're like, please be a peaceful moon. And then if it is, then everyone's excited. Then we all like run out and like do outside stuff for all night, which is really cool. And I think it's a little brighter at night too when it does that, but it's hard to tell. But anyway, it's really cool. And I was thinking that would be really neat for a summer update to do like, maybe not our whole calendar system, because I don't think we're ready for that quite yet, but maybe doing like a moon phases kind of thing would be neat. I don't know if that's really necessary, but we could tie into our event system and do it. What's up, Tangible? Welcome in. Hi. So yeah, I've been working on this area here inside this little mine. It's almost done. It just needs some more animations and some more cutscene stuff. There's a whole thing that happens in here, and that's what we've been working on. Here's a spoiler for you. There's this guy. And yes, you can get his weapon, which I believe is an axe or a mace. I can't remember. I think it's an axe. And he also drops some other things too, including his outfit. He doesn't drop them. Yeah, you get them though. You can get them. Anyway, that's what I've been working on, but I don't want to spoil that, so I don't want to work on that on stream. So what I do, maybe, I don't know, what should I work on stream? You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to convert all of these. If we're going to do like a harvest moon update with like the moon cycles and like, I don't know, what else do we do for a summer update? I think like planting would be like crops and like stuff would be great. Because we have a fall update and we have a winter update, and it'd be really nice to have a spring and summer update. And if we can work on like a cool summer event, that'd be awesome. But what would we do? You guys have any ideas? We're asking GPT for ideas. Faster crop growth. Purchasable flowers, that'd be cool. How much time is it going to take to finish? What's your plan? For the whole game? I don't know, a couple more years probably, unfortunately. If I worked on it full time, it'd probably be another year, maybe 2. It just depends. the skill tree system is a lot of work, and it still has a lot of work to go, and I haven't touched it in a couple months now. This whole zone has to be done before launch, and this is about it. Once this zone is done, we're pretty much ready to call it 1.0. There's a couple other things I'd like to tie up, wrap up, like the calendar system. I don't know. I'm also thinking about like just cutting some things. There's a bunch of stuff in Azura that's like open-ended and like ready to like have more content put in or whatever, but I just don't think we need it. So I think I'm gonna start cutting some stuff out. Yeah. Another thing we need to finish up is there's a bunch of Kickstarter rewards still we haven't finished. Like the like design tier stuff we've done. Let's look at like if we could do like a moon phases thing. Let's go look at our time manager because we probably put it on there. It's been a while since I've done anything in Swords and Magic, so it's gonna be kind of rough digging through stuff. So bear with me. I'm also very used to UE5. We are connected to source control. That's good. Okay. We have an hourly event, on new day event. We are tracking which day we're on, which is pretty cool. So we could easily like also track the day of the week or just calculate that locally, I guess. And we could probably build in if time equals 1440, so that's midnight. So we could probably do like a time equals whatever, and then we could build in like a random generator for a moon phase. I like that I'm just doing it instead of like planning out what it's actually going to do first. Maybe this is a bad plan. What time does the sun go down and the moon comes up? Do we even see a moon in the sky at night? And does the day-night cycle even work in this level? Since we're one player. I also forget how long it takes to test play anything in this game. Okay. Time is moving. Okay, let's go slow-mo 5. $100. You can see the sun. I don't think you can even see the moon at night. I think we might do a thing where it just kind of like fades in or something. We could always just do like a mesh too. I don't know if we even have a moon. I don't think we do. Well, that kind of leaves us open though. That means we don't have to mess with any moon that exists. We can just kind of do what we want to do. I think it might make sense if like we could have like a moonless night, which would be cool. And then we just have a moon. Like just have like one moon or something that like, how do we do it? I think it could just show up in the night, and then we'll just have it like fade in. We can even do it like client side, which would be fine, probably better. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a moon for the, I think that's gonna be a new system we'll add in for summer. I just think it's a cool idea, and it'll, I don't know. I want to start playing more of the time system because we're gonna be using that for the calendar system anyway. So this will be like kind of a tie into that. Okay, so let's go. Should we do an enum or should we just use a number? Let's do an enum. I believe most of these things are, yes. Add blueprints, enum. Moon phase, moon state, moon phase. Not sure how the sun works, but isn't there a way to just put one like 180 degrees from it? I honestly don't know how the sun works in here either, to be honest with you. It is not this. It is part of the sky. Atmosphere. We have a moonlight. But we don't have a moon. We don't. There's not like a sun object. Yeah. So it's just built into the sky sphere, which is a child of, I don't know why there isn't. Oh, it's just an actor. I thought it was a child of like a default actor thing. Maybe it's in here. Oh, textures, sun vector, sun. Yeah, we just have a radius for the sun. So the problem is, if I want to do the same thing with the moon, I have to figure out how all of this works and ties together, because like the sun is not just its own thing that we just add on to it. I mean, it kind of is, but it also, like, we have a sun vector. We have this cloud textures, which ties into rim light, which ties into these global parameters that don't seem to do anything. These can probably just be deleted because they don't do anything for some reason. And we have a multiply node that's just powering, like, buffing it up, I guess. And we have sky colors. And I sort of think it's not worth messing with this to try to get a moon working. I would rather just have, like, maybe even just a card in the sky with a picture of a moon that we just fade in at nighttime. I just don't think it's like that big of a deal. We can even move it if we want to, I guess. We could rotate it. But I don't think it's that big of a deal, because like the moon, yeah, like the moon does move in the sky, but it's not like it's tied to the sun. That's like a very, like, that's like a Minecraft trope, you know, like with this, like it's like a like a circle where they like spin. That's not how it works in real life. So we could really just have a stationary moon in Swords of Magic. There's no reason you couldn't, and then it just shows up at night. Like, it could be whatever. So I think it would make more sense if we literally just had a card in the sky that just loaded in at nighttime and then faded in. Like, I think it's fine. I don't think players would ever notice or even care. And then if they forgot what moon cycle it was, whatever, they could just look up at the moon and see, because it will make it like visually distinct. And then I can just paint a moon in like Procreate or whatever. You would notice, DD? Okay. Well, if DD would notice, then I don't know. We could also we could like anchor it to the ground somehow. Like we could make a blueprint here. Let's just do this. How's this sound? Let's go here. Let's show in folder. Let's create a new blueprint actor. We're gonna call this BP_moon. And then we'll put it in Tierwin lighting. Just drop it somewhere in the middle of the world right here. Boom, there's our moon. And then we can go open this moon up. Let's add a plane. It can even just be a billboard, I guess. Just do a billboard. A billboard. We want it to not be hidden. Compile. No, viewport. We just grab this billboard. Actually, hold on, we need more thing. Well, yeah, it's fine. And we just drag it like way up, put it at like, it's 4,000. Let's put it at 10,000. Maybe even more than that. 20,000. Sure. We gotta make it high enough up that you can't like actually get to it. And then we can also make it so if you get too close to it, it fades out. So if players somehow launch themselves in the air, they don't like end up looking at the moon. Or like being right next, like on the moon, you know what I mean? Okay, compile that. And then we can hopefully just rotate this whole actor. We need a moon picture, but for now we'll just make it billboard, and we will make it bigger. How do I do this? Use an editor scaling, whether you use an in-editor arrow scaling. I don't remember. We don't want it to scale based on screen size. We want to stay the same no matter what. Where is it? Okay, maybe it's too big. Oh no, that's fine. It's actually not tall enough. It needs to be way higher than that. This might be a bit of a problem because this is, I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe we should actually just tie it into the sky material. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be affected by this stuff, and it doesn't have to rotate. Unless the whole sky sphere rotates, but it doesn't look like it. All right, let's just try it. What if we just grabbed the sun here? And we just did this. We just changed the color of the moon, and then we can even multiply it by a material, or yeah, well, we'll leave that off for now, I guess. This doesn't give us like a, hold on. Sure. This is giving us a sphere mass based on I don't know how to do this. I don't know about materials. Because I just told you. So there will be phases also. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So no moon on starting island. Well, that's the point. Is it should be high enough in the air that it looks like it's everywhere, right? You won't notice. But that's the other thing is like if we make it close enough to the ground, then like if you're moving around, it'll look like the moon is moving around, and you won't really notice. But it does need to be high enough in the air. Portal to the moon with low gravity zone when? Never. Oh, P.S. I updated my affiliate links for Game Dev TV. So if you actually do want to learn to make games with blueprints, you should click that link and go there, and I actually get a cut of whatever you pay for, which is cool. So you support your future and you support me. It's a double whammy. It's great. Okay, let's make this blue. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is gonna work. And then we have a sun radius. We need to make this a moon radius. But I don't know how to do this. Just put them both in one and see what happens, I guess. And then we multiply this here. That's what the moon looks like. That looks pretty good, though. But I'm pretty sure. Sure, we'll check it out. We can revert it then. Do I have two engines open? Okay, cancel. Oh no, the moon is a little too bright. What do you guys think? We have two versions of the, or two copies of the engine open. You know, it's weird because I opened it and then like it crashed, and then I was like, okay. So then it opened again because I hit restart. So I think it got bugged out a little bit. We opened two copies. Oh yeah, look, it's acting like it's crashing again. Fine, just close this. Please don't crash this one. Okay. All right, so this isn't working because we need an actual like sphere mask on it. Sphere mask. So let's try to copy in this, I guess. But I don't know how we're gonna get the light direction. We could like opposite maybe. I don't know. What are we doing? Copy. Paste. There we go. Now it's just black. Now we got nothing. We have the sun. And we probably have a moon as well, but now we have no clouds or anything, or sky. This shouldn't be a multiply probably. This should be probably be a lerp. No. I know doing a material is going to be a better idea. I know it is. I just don't know how to do it. You'd think that it would be easy. But why do we lose our clouds? Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Why did we lose our clouds? Hey, Safiria, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate that. Clouds are back. I don't know. I don't know the best way to do this. Maybe we just throw a static mesh up in the sky, throw a texture on it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward this one. It's just, I just know like how it works better, you know? So if we just went like here, maybe even more, and then we just like rotate this whole actor, I have to go bigger than that. Man, I don't know. I wonder if the actual like, if the actual sky sphere mesh, no, it's static, it doesn't move. It might rotate though, I guess. Yeah, it's gotta be a material based, right? Yeah, 100% is. I don't know. We have this weird ring now. I have no idea why it's causing this. Like, I'm doing the same thing as the other one, so I don't really understand why this is happening. I mean, we have more going into this one, I guess, because we are taking... That's just the sun color, though. Oh, we're also... Oh, okay. So we're also adding it, not multiplying it. We're adding it here. Maybe we need to do this. Yeah, this is probably what's going on here. And we take all of this out. We put it down here. We add it here. There we go. Last time I asked about Swords of Magic update, I was the guy asking over the for the over-shoulder cam. I was at work and couldn't really answer your explanation of why you haven't worked on it lots recently. I just want to say I get it completely. Supporting your family is always a priority, and it's cool to see you working on it now anyway. Yeah, I try to jump into it whenever I feel inspired. That's kind of how I'm treating it, sort of as a passion project now, more so than anything. So yeah, okay, we have a sun here. Uh-oh, is that the moon? That looks like the moon. I did a 1-, which in my brain told me this will definitely put on the opposite side of the sun, but that did not work, I don't think. That's definitely the moon. Okay, let's try... Let's just get rid of the moon actor, because I'm pretty sure we're not going to do it. We're not going to use it. No, not that one. That would have been a mess. If all else fails, we could make, like, duplicate our sun material or whatever, and make a new, like, mesh that it attaches to just, like, next to it. Why is this taking so long to delete something? This is Unreal Engine 4. He's an old beast. But yeah, Tanius? Tanius? We're gonna go with that. I appreciate the kind words. That's really nice of you. I'm glad people understand. I really love Swords of Magic, and I really would love to see it like in its full glory. I just don't think that modern hardware can handle it, because we're not, the people who built it originally, including me, just don't know enough about like making games of this size and the scale to keep it optimized. my God. I'm literally deleting one blueprint. Why is it doing? What is it doing? It's like loading every single thing in the world. Why? Like it's loading the boss manager. Why does it need to load the boss manager so I can delete a BP moon that I just dropped in the world? Anyway, yeah, it's Unreal Engine 4, Gamerland. Future in this economy? Good one. Just put this thing there and that over there, then do this, then that. Let us be the judge. Come on. I don't ever remember having to do this when I deleted an actor in UE4. Imagine if I had to do this every single time I want to delete something. I haven't worked on this in a while, but still, this is a little excessive. Why UE4 over UE5? Because this project is 8 years old. UE5 didn't exist at the time. This project was started in 4.16. So yeah, and by the time UE5 launched, we're too deep in this to transfer it to UE5. There's a lot of conditions that UE5 needs. Like it's way more strict about dependency chains and things like that. And because we didn't know what we were doing when we started with this, there's a lot of dependency chains and a lot of really long ones. And because of that, UE5 doesn't allow it, and it just crashes and gives errors. So we would have to go through and gut like the whole game basically and fix a lot of those chains and a lot of references and issues that we have, which would be good for the game in general, but would take months of work to do, and it's not worth it just to move to a new engine when everything seems to be working okay in this engine. This game has been worked on for a long time, and right now it is in a state where it's kind of just turned into a passion project, and I'm working on it whenever I have the ambition to do so, and I work on other projects to actually make money. I have a Patreon that's making money, and we're about to launch another game coming up soon called Seeking Adventure. And then I have asset packs I sell, and I also do kind of work on the side for friends and whoever else has money and needs my help. Pretty much. It's done. It did it. Cancel this. Okay. Now figure out how to move this moon. Anyway, so I make money on other ways, but if I dedicate too much time to Swords of Magic, then it just doesn't make any money anymore. This game is out in early access. It does make money. It just doesn't make as much as is worth it to work on it full time. But I am trying to get an update out for the summer because it has been a while since we've done an update, and I don't want the game to like die off completely. So I'm excited about doing an update for it. Oh, this is a multiply node, which is doing nothing. Probably multiplying by 0, so it's just doing nothing. Let's skip that. Oh, thank God we didn't have to compute references to delete that node. I don't know about this one minus either. I still think there's something wrong with that, but... And we still have this weird circle in the sky. What is going on with this? I'm pretty sure we're doing something wrong. Like, almost positive we're doing something wrong. Let's bypass this. Yeah, circle is gone when I take that out, so we're definitely doing something wrong. Let's get rid of the 1 minus, because I don't actually know if that's doing what I think it's doing. Probably isn't. Let's just change... Oh. This is based in the light direction, so it's going to put this in the exact same place. So we need to make a new variable out of this, probably. Though I don't know how to do that exactly. Okay. We lost the thing in the sky. Wait, did I plug that back in, though? Okay. So we fixed that issue. We have what I believe is the sun. Oh, we have a moon. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I don't know if this whole thing rotates. Oh wait, we won't be changing the moon direction, so that won't work. So we actually, okay, hold on. We actually do want to rotate this based on, we want this to be based on the light direction. So we do need this. That was like a test. That was not me like trying to make it work. That was me like knowing that was wrong. We'll pretend. Okay, but we want to like rotate this. So let's, if we're normalizing this, it's gonna be 0 to 1, I assume. Let's ask GPT. Hang on. GPT's gonna work its magic, and we're gonna have a moon, I swear. This seems obvious, and I probably would have tried this and it would have just worked, but I wouldn't have. I would have just guessed that it's just wrong. Sun, moon. That kind of looked like it worked. Sun. Moon. Sun. Okay, let's test it. In 45 minutes, we'll know if this worked. Okay, let's set our speed to 50. Full or first person. Let's set our speed to 500. That doesn't change anything. Still the sun. I don't see a moon. I hope we don't like turn this material off or anything like that at nighttime, but I don't think we do. Okay, so realistically speaking, we should see a moon coming up right here. It worked! Oh my god, we have a moon. Oh. Uh-oh. Guys, there's a problem with the moon. I know why this is happening. Oh, the game just froze. Hang on. It just hangs for a second, sometimes in editor. It does this. This is happening because we are cheating the system by holding the sun at the bottom for an extended period of time, because we don't want we want it to stay nighttime for a certain amount of time, and we don't want a 24-hour clock. Does that make sense? So what happens is the moon gets to, or the sun gets to a certain point and then snaps to 0, and then speeds up through the sky again underneath when we want the sun to actually come back up. So that's a big problem. And this whole material is doing that because the light direction is doing that. So we could either fix that and just slow down. Yeah, see how like it gets really slow in the middle of the day? That's because we literally have a curve to like adjust this because we want it to like, I think we can just fix this in the curve. We do it on purpose so like there's more time in the day, in the middle of the day, because the game just looks better during the middle of the day, and it gives players more time to like do the things they want to do before it gets dark, and it's harder to do those things because you can't see as well. What's the highlights of the summer update? We don't know yet. We're making it up as we go along. There's gonna be moon phases. We just need to fix this issue. I want to make sure it doesn't hang at the same time again. It might hang it. Nope, it's fine. Okay. Okay, let's figure out how we fix that. But it's working. It's like, we're like 80% there. Curves? Skylight intensity curve. Sun intensity curve. Skylight color curve. I don't think this is it. Oh, maybe it is, because this is a little janky here. That's about where it was, but smoother. I don't think that's it, though. Okay. Oh, that's actually like the skylight. I don't think it's under here. Okay, so where else would this be then? Probably in... Maybe it's in our time manager? No. Maybe it is. You know, it's probably in the actual sky sphere. Probably in here. Is that active rotation? Sunlight? I think this is the... Yeah, that's the directional light. Set intensity, light color, intensity. Parameter, time of day. Do we have a curve in here somewhere? I know I built a curve from this. There's lots of curves in here, obviously. Moonlight curve, skylight curve. This is the one. Okay, so let's try to... Let's auto all of these. This can't like hit 0 though. Okay, let's just see if that changes things, if that fixes it. Is it a real problem? I mean, having the moon snap to the center like that and then just hold? Probably. That's probably an issue. Oh, I think Quinn's awake. It sucks that I can't make the time go faster. I can do set time. What? Like? Oh, we've already passed that. Never mind. Eight, 9. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. Hey.
There he is.
Somebody's awake. Wait, where'd the moon go? Oh no, I missed it. But it's still stuck there. It wasn't that curve.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, buddy. Oh, you have a big yellow stain in the middle of your shirt. That's nice.
It's a Sharpie.
Oh, it's a Sharpie.
Who's that?
Mwah! Good morning.
Picture on the Google Home.
I forgot I existed for a minute. Funny. Can you say hi to the camera? Look at this thing. Can you say hi? Wave hi. Wave, say hi. Look. This camera is blurry. It's not focusing on me, it's focusing on the background. Did you do an like an manual focus thing on it?
No.
You can turn this around and I can give you, kind of turn it around. And I can give you a full screen cam, hang on. It's this one. I'm blurry. Jana's fixing it. That's not gonna fix it. That's just making me bigger.
I'm trying to get it to refocus on something else.
I also don't know why this black bar is here.
Oh, because you had it scoot over. Hi. Manual focus.
I tried like putting my hand in front of it and everything. Am I crisp now? Unless I lean in.
Now if I change it back, hold on, go back to
I'm using it right here.
Autofocus.
Okay, fixed it. Thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
See, we just have to wait for the master to get up.
Fixer of everything. Right, Quinn, come on. What'd you got?
Back to this scene. Also, Jana.
Michael.
Sorry, I was telling Jana a secret. The big secret. Okay, so that didn't work. That curve, that's the time of day curve, but it clearly is not what we wanted. Okay, that was in the sky sphere when we found that curve. What else do we have here? Sun rotation curve. That's probably the one. That makes the most sense. Yeah. So what's happening is we're snapping here. What if we just delete these points? Okay, so this is just in the middle of the day, so it's gonna be like 4 a.m. to, no, this doesn't make sense. I don't really understand how this works. Like, let's go see where this is tied in. Yep, set active rotation. Wait, this is for the directional light though. No, that's not it then. This isn't it. Okay, let's find the material. Sun height. I don't think it's sun height. What's it called? Light direction. Okay, it's right here. Light direction. Get actor rotation. So we're actually just rotating the actors. So what? Let's test this again. Let's go into... Let's test it again over here. And we're going to check to see if we can see the sun and make sure the sun's doing the same thing. I believe it is, but we're just going to make sure the sun's not, or the sun is also doing the snapping. Okay, we set it to 4 p.m. Where's the sun? Sorry, I forgot all the controls now because I've been playing Minecraft, so I've been pressing T to type, to talk. Okay, sun. Snap. Okay. Okay, the fact that it's also snapping tells me that our rotation is definitely the problem, so I just need to find the sunlight. Okay, nope, that is it. So it's actually literally getting the sunlight rotation and using that as the light direction. So yeah, wherever we're rotating this at. Set act rotation. So it's the sun rotation curve is this one. Okay, so how do we fix this? This should be, I don't understand this. This should just be going like 360, right? Like, should be going 0. Let's see, hold on.
Listen.
We were using this. This is, oh no. This isn't working. No. Yeah, we were using this. It goes to 100 to 450. Why? Excuse me. There. I'm always trying to sell us more expensive or cheaper viewers. I couldn't imagine being a streamer who like pays for viewers. I would rather have 5 viewers or 1 viewer. I'd rather have 1 viewer than paid viewers. What's like, there's no point in that. Okay, let's do what? So this is going in 024, out 100 to 450. So 100 to 450. Why though? And then we change that to a curve. So we're putting in our time of day, which is going to be 0 to 24. And we're spinning out whatever. So 0 to 24 is here. So this needs to be up to, yeah, I don't know. You'd think this should be 360. So why is this only going to 450? What's the point of that? I really don't understand that. Unreal's directional light flips its direction when crossing 180 to 360, which can cause visual popping or lighting issues. Going from 0 to 450 means the sun passes through 360 and keeps going, avoiding that flip and making it for smoother interpolation. I don't know. I'm so glad I have a partner to work with here. The problem with GPT is that it just like, I don't understand. Like I talked about it, I was just explaining the situation and he goes, "Ah, yeah, classic moon snap syndrome." Like, what are you talking about? We're trying to be relatable. You don't understand what it's like to be human. Stop. Just stop. It's so weird. Boss, how come you're not just a moderator on my channel? ChatGPT is a high schooler. Yeah, for real. Okay, so we should have a separate rotation curve or logic for the moon. That's actually not a bad idea. Wait a second, aren't high schoolers aiming to take our jobs in the future? Uh-oh, it just clicked for red, I think. Okay, let's just manipulate this and try to get it to where we want it to be to start with. And maybe it'll just work. We know we want this shape of curve. So let's move it back and actually like let's lock this to 360. So first let's just get rid of this. Maybe that was a bad idea, but and let's set this to 360. And yes, we are taking into account that we were just told that this is a bad idea. Move over a little bit more. Save it. I'm gonna just revert it if we don't like it. Okay, let's go back here. Let's figure out where the hell we're at. There we go. Let's hit play. Nope. That's not what? Oh, oh, never mind. We really screwed this up. Oh, that was dumb. We held for a split second there, and I don't know why. I mean, I think we fixed the snapping issue, but we definitely broke some other stuff. The problem is, I mean, we can try just like shifting everything. What if we just try to like adding an offset to this curve? Or we just go, yeah, maybe. Hold on, I think I know what's going on. Let's revert it to what we had. I know what's going on. That's why we're going to 450, because we're just adding an offset. So like, yeah, I get it now. Okay, let's go close some rotation curve. That was the one we were working on, right? Yes. Yeah. Revert. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to 450. I think, honestly, all we need to do is just make sure this is smooth to 0. And beyond. And then I don't know where this one needs to actually go. I think probably not 450, but we can try it. This does need to stay at 24 though. I don't know. Maybe this does need to do like this. And this should actually be more like this. Let's see what that looks like. We need to do something about it. Yeah. What do you propose, Red? What do you think we should do about these high schoolers? 8. All right, so the sun is working still correctly. That's what we want. Sets about a 9. That's what we want. The moon comes up around 10 p.m. Perfect. Okay. Oh shit. Did you see like a huge flash and then it was just gone and then it rises again? I mean, it's a fantasy world, right? This is probably fine. We're gonna have to do a separate curve. The moon works perfect for the second thing. It's just we like snap to it. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do a separate curve for the moon. So let's close the curve rotation. Actually, let's just save it. Actually, we can just Control Z. Okay. Let's browse to it. Let's duplicate it. Moon rotation. Okay. So now the question is, how do we do this one? So we know that this right here is midday, or about, like, yeah, whatever. I feel like we can just shift this somehow. Like, I feel like this whole thing just needs to be, like, shifted to start. I don't know. I have to wrap my head around how this works. I'm the ideas guy. Am I, though? What if we... Do you think I can just take a screenshot of this and give it to GPT and it'll just give us the answer? So yeah, I mean, like, I think I figured it all out. I think it's gonna work. Since you're using curves for both, you can manually key the moon rotation curve using the sun's values plus 180 degrees at each key time. Copy your sun curve as a starting point. Got it. Keep the X value the same, time of day. Set the Y value to sun rotation plus 180. So if I add 180, that's 280 here. This is not gonna work. Oh, hold on, I did this wrong. No, I didn't do that wrong. What's 200 plus 180? 380. And this one's 350 plus 180. What is that? That's 530? 530? I feel like this is not a good idea. And then this is going to be 630. And this would be... I don't think this is going to work. Okay, go back to our sky sphere. Oh wait, this won't work. Hold on. No, this is fine, but I need to go to where's the thing at? Update sun direction. Yes, light direction. Okay, sunlight, get active rotation. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. Shit. Hold on. This won't work because we're using the rotation. The other one's giving us the rotation. We can't rotate the sunlight 2 different ways, so this is not gonna work. Hold on. Actually, it should work. We should just be able to plug this into it. This is just the rotating at Y, so we should just be able to do this. Right? Or is this like totally unnecessary? We just make vector. This is Y. It's just 0, 0. This goes here. This seems silly now. But I need to make a new curve, so duplicate this. Moon rot curve. This is the curve on how much the moon rots. Okay, and this is going to be light direction. This will be moon direction. We go back into our material. We change this to moon direction. I don't think we need to rotate or flip this now, though. Do we? Yeah, I think we still do. We'll find out. Because yeah, we're just adding 180 to it. So we're just, yeah, this should work. Actually, yeah, now that I'm like, my brain's kind of taken, like, caught up and processed, I think this is actually going to work. Sure. Okay, there's the sun. Oh no! Fly. Sun going down. Oh no, what's the moon doing? Moon, you forgot to do your job. Okay, we're screwing something up. What?
My watch won't turn. Reboot.
Yeah, I better do that. Gianna broke her watch. Okay, moon rotation curve, time of day, make vector, moon direction, sky material, moon direction. We should make this bigger, actually. For fun. Okay. What the heck? Wait, whoa. Why is this using the moonlight curve now? Oh, wait, never mind. We have a moon rock curve. Just kidding. That's right. Okay, This should be working. Okay, let's put a print on here. This is stupid. We don't need a curve for this. Why don't we just do the same thing here? Why don't we just break this, but we just add 180 to it? This is the same thing without the curve. Right? Moon's still not moving. Why though? Moon radius, moon direction. So okay, wait, hold on. No, that should be right. This should be right. We just had to add 180 to the whole curve or the whole vector. Let's print this. We're gonna get this. It's gonna work, and then we're gonna have a moon in the game. It's not printing. Why? Why isn't it even printing? Why do I feel like it's just like not plugged in? Do we not plug it in? It's plugged in. Does this not work? Maybe this sun direction just isn't working. Maybe there's another place it's happening. Still not printing. Okay. I find this hard to believe that this is not happening every frame. Oh wait, this isn't it. Is it not happening there? Maybe that's like happening at begin play. Okay, let's go back. Let's grab this. Maybe that other one was just like being initialized and then doesn't change again. Okay, okay, good sign. Oh, not good sign. What? I'm so confused. Now it's just stationary in the wrong place? Why? We definitely have a directional light, so this would never trigger. Which is this one, yeah. This is definitely a parameter. Am I sky? We have a moon direction. Okay, so it's definitely working. Like we definitely have the parameter we need. Try again. The plus 180 I think isn't going to work, but the moon should still be moving at least. It's just giving us 180 the whole time. Why? I mean, it's moving, but just like such a small amount. Why though? Okay, let's plug in the curve then, I guess. Maybe I'm just not understanding how this works. What if we just do this? No, what if we do this? We do break, and we just rotate on Y plus 180. Split. Or not. Make rotation from axes. No, that's not what I want. How do I do this? want this. What? We'll get it. We'll get it. We're gonna. It's gonna work. It's just gonna take a minute to figure it out, I think. Okay, we're still not moving. I remember how to fly. There we go. Okay. Where's our moon? Where's the moon? Is it just in the exact same place as the sun now? It should be up. It's not. So it's either in the exact same place as the sun, or we've just broke the moon and it doesn't exist anymore. Okay. We have a moonlight that we could like rotate, but I just don't think that's a good idea because I think the lighting already looks really good in the game. I don't want to mess with that. Like, I really think we just need this, but I don't understand why it's not rotating correctly. Hold on, did we do this? Why do I feel like we just did this wrong? Okay, we're rotating now. Okay, hold on. Where's the sun? There's the sun. Where's the moon? Oh, come on, moon. Lame. Where is it? Okay, let's try using the curve again, I guess. Let's ask GPT. Probably on ChatGPT. Feels like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, no kidding, right? Material work is just not my cup of tea. Like 90% of my work, I usually am just working in blueprints, and I don't need any help. It's not like usually if I'm like starting with something I haven't done before, like, or if I'm trying to build like something and I want to build like really clean, I'll like run my ideas by GPT, and then it's like, oh, that's a fantastic idea, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's almost like I almost like just use it as like a rubber duck now, to be honest. And so sometimes I'll like give it an idea and then I'll start writing it out because I'm like, okay, I think it's a good idea, and it hasn't like seen any red flags with it, which is good. And then I'll start writing it out and be like, oh wait, I could do it like this better, and then I'll run that idea past it, and it's like, oh, that's an even better idea, and then like I'll just kind of like use it to like rubber duck. Okay, let's see. Got it. You're using a curved flow to drive the sun's rotation, and you're converting the sun's actor rotation to a direction vector for the material via gate rotation x vector. If you don't have a moon actor, you just need a fake direction vector for the moon to feed into your material as moon direction. Here's the cleanest way to do that. Okay, so it understands what's going on. If you're driving the sun with a curve, like sun rotation curve, give flow value time of day, yes. And do the same for the moon. Got that. Now convert the moon rotation, a float, likely representing pitch, into a rotator, then a vector. Oh yeah, why didn't I just think about that? Why don't we just do that? That just seems so obvious. So this is the place where this thing doesn't work. Let's just delete this thing. And this thing. And this thing. And this. Okay. It's this. Need this. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just think about this. This just needs to go in here. But yeah. And this is our moon rotation curve instead. And that should be it. That's a pretty obvious answer there, GPT. If it works, I'm gonna feel dumb. Like, we were literally feeding it exactly what we needed it to be, so I don't know why I was confused by that. They're right next to each other now. But they're moving. They're moving, but I don't think this is working correctly. We'll show this to GPT. Okay, but at least we're... Oh wait, now where's it at? I lost it. Did it just sync back up somehow? Yep. That's weird. You've got both the sun and moon almost side by side, which means your moon rotation is not truly 180 degrees opposite the sun rotation. So the sun's direction in world space, it's 180 degrees offset in pitch, but that doesn't account for the full 3D rotation you're probably expecting. Aha. You're only offsetting the pitch. Yep. That works fine when your sun's path So I need to offset the rest of them. Sun direction times -1. My god. GPT's just going in circles. It's like, you should just do the opposite of the sun. And I'm like, I can't do that. Remember, we just talked about this. And it's like, oh, right. It's so useless sometimes. Okay, here's an idea. What if we just what if we just add 180 to this whole thing so it's all flipped? Maybe that would be wild, wouldn't it? Where is it? Moon? Oh. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. I honestly don't even know why that's happening like that. I guess it's just I'm rotating it the other way around too. And they both freeze there. Okay. So, can't do it that way. Yeah, it needs to be the same thing, just like waiting 180. Okay, hold on. New idea. What if we use the sun rotation curve and we just take 12 or add 12? Won't work because the rotation curve doesn't go there. Wait, yeah, what if we did that? What if we just shifted this whole thing back down? And instead of shifting it this way by 180, we just shift it over. Yeah, why do we do that? That seems to make no sense. Okay, wait, where was this at? 100. Wait. Yes. So, sorry. 100, 200, 350, 450. 100. $450. What if we shift them all to the side by 12 hours? So this was 4, so we just shift it to 1600. Wait, yeah, 1600. Does this make sense? I just want to slide all this over to 24. Oh, I think well, this won't work though, because we don't get to. Oh no, this might work. If we do this, good enough. But then we have to add 12 to this, to the thing in here, right? If we add 12 to this time of day, then it'll get that part of the curve. Wait, but that'll just match the sun, won't it? I don't know. Let's try it, I guess. I don't think it's gonna work because I think we shift to that and then we just shift to that one, so we're doing the exact same thing now. So I think it's still gonna be around the sun. If we don't shift the 12 or the time of day. Okay, we have a moon. The curve's slightly off, so that makes sense that it's like just catching up. Okay. We shouldn't be shifting the time of day. This should just be what it is. The problem is the time of day doesn't go that far in the curve, so we have to split our curve. Because the time of day only goes to 24, which means we need to end here. No. Dude, what's snapping there? There we go. And then all of these keys need to go back here and needs used to like loop, right? So like, do you know what I mean? So at 0, we need a key at 200. No, let's keep snapping on now. So this should be 200. And then another one at, is this one 4 or 350? At what time? $39 minus 12. Oh, did I shift it 24 instead of 12? Whatever, let's just wing it, I guess. This one doesn't matter all that much. I guess it goes to like right there. Does this make sense? I'm confusing myself now. Then 450. And this just needs to stay up here at 450. So this is at 100. This should be like 99.99. Oh wait, no. Just kidding. This is at 23. Should be at that, right? I don't know. It ends at 24, which is right. Yeah, there. Which means I need another one over here at 0. No. So this one needs to go to, so this was 24. Just 1. Or, yeah, no, this should be 1. Right, and this one should be 0. Am I just losing it completely? And this should be 0, 100? Why am I not going to 0 again? I don't remember why. Man, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need the 2 of the exact same curves. That's what I need. I need like make 2 of the same curves. Not like that. I don't know. Why do we decide to do this? This is a stupid idea. We thought this was a good idea. This kind of stuff is so frustrating to me. Like, I don't understand. This needs to be a broken tangent. Break. This doesn't look right at all. This is definitely supposed to be over here more. This is not going to work. But let's go see what it looks like, because there's no freaking way this is right. Oh, yeah. There's no chance. And I think we're already adding, and we're adding this plus 12 to it, which we shouldn't be doing. No, and GPT's over here trying to tell me that my moon pitch should be the time. Oh, never mind. Time. Never mind. That's. It's right, actually. Sun. Where's the moon? There's no way this is working. There's 0 chance this is working. Zero chance. There's no way. This thing's gonna be so janky. Okay, it snapped. Until 4 a.m. I mean, it worked better than I expected it to, but I'm pretty sure... Wait, do we even have it plugged in correctly? That was just using the sun rotation curve. Is there a way we could, like... The time of day goes from 0 to 24. Wait, why was that working? Why was that opposite? It's using the sun rotation curve that was like... Oh, because the material is opposite. The material is multiplying it by negative. So it's already opposite. Is there a way we can like clamp this to be plus 12, but then wrap it back to 0? Wrap? Returns value wrapped from A to B inclusive. Is this what I think it does? This would be pretty cool if it works, because it would technically like push the thing by 12 and then wrap it back around. So it would just be using the sun's curve, but thinking the time was different. No, that's not working. I think it is technically working. It's just doing the same curve, but at the top instead of the bottom. So it should be really smooth on the bottom now. Which is what we want. We just want it at the top. So I wonder if we just multiply, or we get rid of that -1 multiply. I think we got it. I think that worked. We just have to fix the material now. I was very, very close to just throwing that in and be like, nope, that was a Hail Mary and didn't work. Move on. But then I gave it like 10 seconds and thought through it and realized I think this is working. I think it might stay up a little too long, but it worked, I think. Okay, let's go here and get rid of this multiply. And let's test it one last time. I think it's working. Oh my god, I think we got it working. We could have definitely had another like thing set up and working by this point, just so you know. All right, fly slow-mo 500 5000 first person, sun there, moon there. I haven't even played Swords and Magic in forever. Okay, so we'll pretend we're over here. Starting to get dark. Sun's going down. Oh, moon's up. Moon came up at like 8. I kind of don't mind that the moon comes up before the sun does. And we could also use the same sun curve. It's working though. The sun, I don't really mind the sun stays up longer than the moon anyway, because, the moon stays up longer than the sun anyway, because that makes sense, realistically speaking, I guess. And it also might be kind of cool because the effects of the moon will last longer. You'll get almost 12 hours. I think it's like 10 hours. Let's see when it comes back up again. But we can tweak the curve too. Like we can change the curve. We'll just reset the moon rotation curve to what it was before, and then we can just like extend it out a little longer. So, or in, I guess. Okay, it comes up at 7. So you'd have the effects of the moon at 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. until I believe 9 a.m. Or no. Yeah. So that's actually 14 hours, isn't it? That might actually, you know what, now that I think about it, if we're gonna have like a blood moon or something, maybe that's a bad idea. Keep in mind that this is gonna be like a permanent thing. This is not just gonna be for the, yeah, about 9, not even that, 10. So that's like 15 hours. That's too long. But this would be like a permanent update to the game. It would come with the like summer festival, whatever that's gonna be. But it wouldn't just happen during that. We could have like a harvest moon that only shows up then. That has a higher chance to happen or something. But I don't think we need to do that. And we could determine which moon phases are allowed based on seasons too. We could like randomly pick one or whatever. Or have them in an array, I guess, or a data table. And give them a chance based on season. Okay, yeah, we're close. Let's close our, let's save this actually. Actually, I think we just need to delete it. Let's duplicate our sun rotation again. And then let's replace it. Wrong one. Update. Yep. Only one reference to replace. But yeah, I think we need to figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the thing though. What did GPT give me? It gave me some ideas and I didn't bother reading them. Event name ideas. Sunspire Festival. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Week of the Wandering Wave. Summer Flare Carnival. Festival of the Flame Fruit. The Great Sand and Surf Celebration. I don't love all of those. Activities and minigames. Sandcastle Showdown. Build the fanciest sandcastle using gatherable materials. Daily winner gets a unique vanity item. A sandcastle event would be pretty cool. I don't know how you would do it, but it would be kind of cool. Water balloon area. Okay, water balloons would be neat. Firefly catching. Nah. Treasure dives. Dive into a summer-only cove to find buried or sunken treasure. No. Fishing tournament. Inflatable weapon skins. Pool noodle sword. Sunglasses. Straw hats. Swimsuits. A beach ball pet? What the hell would you do with a beach ball pet? What is that? That doesn't make any sense. Palm tree tiki torch furniture. A firefly pet, or like firefly pets would be cool. Like a little swarm of fireflies that just follows you around and emits light. That would be pretty cool. Palm tree tiki torch furniture. Surfboard mount or inner tube mount. A surfboard mount would be neat. Ain't gonna happen though. Summer themed emotes like lounging or sunbathing. I don't love all of these. Listen, this would be really cool actually. If we actually did have to, like, if you had to hold your breath in water, you don't in this game. But if you did, it'd be cool to have a mini game where like you like pay an NPC some money or something, or tickets would be great. Like if you got tickets somehow. And then you could swim down in this little lagoon or like pond or whatever and open as many chests as you could and get something. It could be like whatever rewards, you know. Maybe it's actually like just like cool loot, or maybe it's like some like seasonal currency or something, some seasonal event item. And then you bring it back up, and then depending on how many you got, you get a score. That could be pretty cool. Are the skill trees done? No. No, skill trees are a lot of work, and there's still a lot left to do. But we want to get an update out this summer. So we're brainstorming some ideas for what we could do for a festival kind of thing. Anyway, we swapped that rotation out. Cool. Now, the plan here was this is staying up too long, and we want to fix that. How do we do that? This is like so I think we just need to move these in. Like 2 hours. Do 3 hours. Hello? So 21, that's 9 a.m. No, that's 9 p.m. is when it should come up. No. Is that right? I don't know. It's in 7. They're already kind of where they need to be. Let's try that. We need to go. Oh, we closed out. They closed all our things. Okay, so we want to swap out this for this curve, which is very similar but a little bit different. Okay, and now we'll test it. Yeah, it could be cool. Mini games. What if a special fishing pond spawned with loot relevant or related to the event? I don't know how I would do that, because I can't like sculpt. Hold on. I have an idea. Might not be a good idea, but it is an idea. Because it would break a quest that you have to do. Okay, it's 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Oh god, I'm dead. I thought I was flying. Okay, sun's coming out, moon's up. Moon came up around 10. Looking good so far. It's pretty consistent through the sky. It's not like stopping anywhere, which is good. $5 a.m. Sun is up at 7. And the moon is down already. Okay, yeah, that works. That's much better. I'm a fan. I think that's it. flip. I'm gonna let it cycle one more time. It's crazy. We've literally just all we've done is just add a visual moon. Like we've been doing this for like 2 hours and haven't done like any actual work. just have a visual moon now. That's literally all we've done. Progress. Okay, that's down. Moon's up. Oh, it's already up. My bad. It's not paying attention. I don't know what time it comes up, but I think it's fine. It comes up a little bit before the sun goes down. I believe it goes down before the sun comes up, which is not great, but that's fine. So about 7. Okay, that's good enough. I'm happy with that. We could shift the when it comes up, or go yeah, when it comes up a little bit. If we wanted to, we can pull this back later because this is at 21. So that's 9. We could do like 10 or 11. Right? I think that could work. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's try. We made an enum for this. Let's go find our enum we made. Let's open it up. Let's make a couple moon phases. Let's make 4 of them. Let's do moonless night. Let's make one called harvest moon. Let's make one called blood moon. Actually, should we call this blood moon? What if we call it a red moon? Or like let's call it a red moon. I don't think we should use the word blood in this game. What else? What else do we have? It's just standard moon, I guess. Or default, maybe, whatever. Sure, let's call it default. I'm gonna move this, but I think you're gonna regret it. Nope, it's okay. What else? Do you guys think of any other effects we could do? So we have a harvest moon that'll like grow your crops faster, right? Which is gonna be weird because your crops don't take that well. They actually take a decent amount of time to grow right now. Whatever. And then we have the moonless night, which I think would be cool if, like, I don't know, maybe we just make it dark, like really dark. Do you guys think we should also have a way to like speed up time during this event? Or not this event, but like with this system? Like maybe you can actually sleep through the night. Because if there's like issues with like why instead of growing faster you collect more items from them. Oh, that's a good idea. We could do both too. Are there any plans for with the fishing in this game, like a weapon or something you get from grinding and fishing? You already get a weapon from fishing. Right? No, wait. No, you don't. But we do have plans. In fact, I believe I've already got it set up, but in the next update, one of the fish, a really hard one to catch, that if you've done all the fishing, you've caught it, but if you haven't, then you haven't for sure. It drops something that's like new that doesn't have a use yet, but it will eventually, or I hope that's the plan anyway, because I added a new thing to it. But yeah, we have some more plans for the fishing for it'll like tie into more things. Maybe we'll do that for this event. Maybe this is a good time to do that, to update it. Or for this update, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to the special fishing pond idea. I love the idea of that, but I can't think of like where one would be. And then I thought, what if we just filled this area with water during the summer? You wouldn't have the slimes here, so you wouldn't be able to do that quest for that guy. So you couldn't do that. You couldn't get the mud slimes. We could always just like swap his quest out or something during the summer. I don't know. What am I looking for? I need to find the farmlands. No, it's probably... Level. Waiting for them to load. Is there any plans to make 3D models for the fish or putting them on item racks? I want to show off my really hard to catch fish. We could. It wouldn't be super difficult to make a bunch of 3D models for them. Some of them would be harder than others. They couldn't be animated though, and some people really want like to put their fish in like a fish tank or something. And I love the idea of that, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I don't know. We could do 3D models, I guess, but I don't think we'd be able to put them in a fish tank or anything like that. Maybe we could do like a fake shader. We actually have one kind of on the... There's like it's like a black like fish shadow right in the water, and we just like a fake shader on it that makes it look like it's like swimming. We could maybe just throw that shader on the fish models if we want them to be alive. Yeah, I don't know. We might. It is something people have been asking for, and it would add a little more depth to the fishing thing, because then you could like put them on walls as trophies and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. We're just waiting for these levels to load. It's frozen right now, as it does. I'm gonna have to take off soonish. Just a heads up, because Jana has a meeting at 1 and it's already noon. So I probably got like 30 minutes left. I want to try to get the blood moon effect working in the next 30 minutes if we can get this in here. Not the blood moon effect, but just the moon phases like built in which would be cool. I think we'll make like a widget like pops up on the screen that says like the harvest moon rises or whatever, you know. That'd be kind of cool. How crazy would it be if we had a full moon? We should, you know what we should do is we should swap out the moon circle with an actual texture. And then we can do like a half moon. And then we could do a full moon. What if we made a werewolf enemy that only shows up on full moons, and it just has like 3 or 4 different spawn locations around the world? That'd be so cool. Or we can make the full moon like pretty rare, like maybe like 1 in like 10, like a 10% chance, maybe less than that. And then we have an NPC somewhere that transforms into a werewolf, and you can talk to him during the day. Maybe he just like lives out in the woods by himself, and you're like, what are you doing here, dude? And then at night he turns into a werewolf, and if you're around there, then you can fight him. But it would also be cool if we just had like random werewolves that showed up, that would just like randomly spawn on like the full moon nights. Damn it, they didn't even load that in. I wanted to load this place in. This is probably going to be what is this called? What are these on? What's this area called? Windless Woods West? No. Sleeping Glade. It's this one. Instead of waiting for it to like load super slow, we'll just right click it. It's faster. There it is. That's what I wanted. So how cool would it be If we had like a water plane here. And we filled this with water in the summer. The problem is we'd have to, yeah, like it would flood like all of the bandit camp here. If we wanted this to actually make sense. Have to be lower than this. I'm still afraid it would flood the bandit camp. It would 100% flood the bandit camp. Yeah, there's no way we could do this. Unless we like sculpted down this whole thing way deeper. This used to be a river a long time ago. We could go like to here. And then just not make it extend that far. But then that doesn't do anything with these. Like it's not even like deep enough to go here. We can barely go higher. We could, I could move all this down. Like I could sculpt this whole thing down a little lower. It wouldn't be a huge problem. I want to go to like to there probably. And then I could just pull this back in. So we're just like here. I could even do it like at an angle. But it would be great if it like flooded this area too, because this used to be a river, but now it's like all washed up. I don't know. This probably wasn't gonna work. It would be cool though. Probably not worth the effort. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool if like a werewolf. There was like a werewolf hunting quest line, and you had to like you'd like hunted them, and you got like their pelts, or like maybe I don't know, something, and maybe you like bring it back to a dude, and he's like gives you rewards or something, and you can get like a werewolf hunter's outfit and a werewolf hunter's sword or crossbow or something. That'd be really cool. That could be cool and be a cool way to, I don't know, that'd be neat, but I don't know if it's worth the effort. I mean, I think adding a werewolf to the game would be cool. Is it worth it? I don't know. Definitely feature creeping a little bit here. All right, so this area is not going to work for a secret fishing pond. I don't know where else you would put a fishing pond that could just show up at certain times. Like, I guess we could just dig a hole somewhere, and then in the summer it fills up with water. But yeah, I don't know if I can't think of a way we could do that. That would be worth the effort, I guess. I think it'd be fine if just in the summer there was like a new fish. Not in every zone, but just maybe like a new fish that shows up in like the farmlands or whatever, and it's like a elusive, like it could even be for the festival if we wanted to. I don't know, maybe we go through and we add a new fish for every season, and then when we actually set up seasons properly with the calendar system, then like every season there's just like one rare fish that you can catch. Could be a seasonal fish. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Limited time summer crops would be cool. Yeah, but what are we gonna do with those? That's a GPT idea. It'd be cool if we could grow, like maybe you can get like what if for the seasonal event it was like it was a farming event, right? We focus on farming. And what if it was like you got like giant watermelon seeds or giant something? You can grow watermelon already, right? Maybe it's a new fruit or something. Maybe it's like a giant's thumb or something. I don't know. Let's come up with a better name than that. That sounds terrible for a fruit you'd eat. or a vegetable you eat or something. But it's something that grows like out of the ground or maybe on a vine or something. Probably a vine. And you can like, maybe you have to like give it a lot of attention, and you can like water it and like interact with it in some way, and then like give it fertilizer or whatever. And then like as you do these things throughout its like growth cycle, the more you do or whatever, the bigger it gets. Hey Ryan, thank you so much for the resub, man. Appreciate that. Welcome in. That'd be really cool. And then you're like trying to grow the biggest one you can, and if you grow one over a certain size or whatever, then you get certain prizes. That could be pretty cool. And that wouldn't be super difficult to make, I don't think. We could also introduce fertilizer at this time, because that's something that people have been wanting to do, especially since we have crop waste. So we could just craft crop waste into fertilizer, or just use that as the fertilizer or whatever, I don't know. And then you use that to grow your thing bigger, your vegetable, your things bigger. We could literally just make like, if you fertilize your things, we can make them like have like a sparkle or something on them, maybe. I don't know. That might get expensive. We have a lot of those. And then and then if they're fertilized, then you just get more resources from them when you harvest them. Kind of like that idea. Isn't there a small quest line already about growing bigger crops to cheat for a competition? Yes, it's in here. It's over here, which is not loaded right now. Oh, you know what else is another thing that people have been wanting to do is have their own animals. Do some animal husbandry stuff. So we could look into that too for this update. I'm gonna talk to Jana about it. But I'm gonna wrap up because she's got stuff to do, and I've been live for a while. I don't know how long now. Almost 3 hours. It was kind of a shorter stream. Sorry about that. I will be back maybe Thursday, but Friday is a game jam I'm doing. Let me actually share the link to the game jam. You guys can check it out if you want to. Let me pull it up. It's right here. Copy. I'm participating in this game jam. If you sign up for the jam and you just give them your email, you get access to 6 different asset packs with made by 6 different sponsors for us for Game Dev TV, and I am one of the sponsors. Arcane Toy Box is one of the sponsors, so you'll get the Abigail character for free. And all the cool stuff with her. Yeah, and then there's also some K-Kit stuff in there, and tiny treats, and like a pixel crawler one, and like a dungeon one. So there's like 3 2D assets and 3 3D assets, and they're pretty cool. There's some cool stuff in there. And also, if you submit a game, you get a free course of your choice from Game Dev TV, which is cool. And if you are interested in learning more about game development or whatever, you can use my link there and get... oh, it didn't work on YouTube. That makes sense, actually. I'll post it on YouTube. Hang on. Did that work? It did. Cool. Anyway, yes, you can check that out. Use my affiliate link, and I will get a kickback from whatever you spend. So yeah, check it out. And you feel free to join the jam with us too. It's a big jam. There are 2,300 people already in it. There's no prizes other than you just get a free course if you submit. There are winners. There's a judging thing, so you can win, and I think you'll get featured or whatever. But yeah, and I am streaming. I will be streaming the jam. I don't know how many days I'll be streaming it, but I will be streaming it. So, and that starts Friday. So I might actually wait and stream Friday. I might skip Thursday, and you guys might see me Friday instead. I have not decided yet. Maybe I'll do both. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, it starts the 16th, which is Friday. So yes, I'll probably be streaming Friday. sometime in the afternoon, because Jana is actually doing a stream with Game Dev TV to announce the theme and everything, so I won't be able to stream at that time, but I'll be streaming after that. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I might not be submitting my game to the actual jam for judging, because I have a bit of an unfair advantage because I happen to know the theme already, which I will not share, but I have yeah, I know the theme because Jana works with Game Dev TV and she told me the theme. And I kind of helped her pick the theme. And then I also might be the one that made the art to reveal the theme, which is cool. So you'll see that on a Friday. Anyway, but yeah, I will be doing the jam. It's 10 days, I think. So you have 2 whole weekends to work on it, which is cool. And I'm really excited about it. And I hope that my game turns out good enough that we can just, you know, do something more with it too. Maybe throw it on Steam or something, because I don't want to spend 10 days on a game to not even be judged or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. Sounds a lot like insider trading. Yeah, it does a little bit. Which is why I'm probably not going to submit to be judged. I might just make a game in 10 days and see what happens. But last time we did this, we did a 12-day jam for the Unlikely Collaborators jam, and we won 2nd place and won $5,000, which was really awesome. And we're actually thinking about launching that game on Steam now, because it's like we need to replace some of the music, which I've already started to do. And we need to replace some of the clean up kind of like the end game stuff in it. There's like an end screen or whatever that was kind of disappointing for the jam. I want to like fix that up. And then other than that, it's pretty much good to go. I'd like to like add some more dialogue options and stuff throughout the game. But other than that, like I think we're gonna throw it up on Steam for a few bucks, like somewhere between like probably $3 to $5, somewhere in there, just for fun. Just have another game under our belt up on Steam, and then Seeking Adventure will be coming out later this year as well, with a little bit of luck and perseverance on our end, because we are just moving slow with it. But yeah, but think of how juicy the scandal would be if you won. Oh, you're right. That's a good point. It's fun to do that just to see where your skills are at. Yeah, it's true. They make a Netflix documentary about you, or a podcast episode at the very least. Yeah, they probably would. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate it. My credits don't roll yet. They're still not working, but we can still do this screen. So, oh, how many people are watching? Should we raid? Hold on. It's on this screen. Yeah, no point raiding. I mean, there's a point, but I don't want to go through the effort. I always get stuck for like 10 minutes talking to someone, and I don't have that time today. So anyway, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I will catch you next time. See you on Friday for sure. If not, then Thursday. And I might be streaming this weekend as well. And honestly, Abby's been asking me to stream Minecraft with her. So maybe you guys will actually get a Minecraft stream sometime. I think I told her this weekend we might. So maybe I'll stream some game dev stuff during the day this weekend, and then you'll see a Minecraft stream at night. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And we'll have like 2 viewers because no one cares about me playing Minecraft, which is understandable. All right, see you guys later. Bye.